All right, so yeah, this maybe would have cost $100,000 on a corporate budget, but
$50 million? And who you think you kidnapped, Chelsea Clinton?
Keep him talking.
In use currency.
we got to make this shit work for much less than that. So let me show you behind the scenes on how we cooked this up and did this for less than $1,000 here in New York.
Breathe, hold up, ain't really worth my energy. Hold up, I ain't wasting no time, I tell a bitch please.
Yo, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Jury. We've been documenting the journey of me leaving my dream job at the Nike World headquarters. I used to work in entertainment, worked at Nike basketball, and that was my dream job, but I quit last year to move to New York and take my art full time. So I always get a lot of questions about my work and like how I do things. And I think as an independent artist and somebody who's sort of worn a lot of hats in my career, I felt like this was a great chance for me to bring you guys in on sort of how my brain works. So let's do this. All right, so first and foremost, this is not like a hacks video. Like, this shit takes work, but it's possible. And I just want to give you guys the game on how I do it. I'm gonna show you how I break out my storyboards and sort of come up with all the direction and everything. But like, there's like 3 key things that I think makes. The first one is, how clear is your vision? Is the vision, like, I think vision is like the first thing as an artist. You know, we come up with the world building, we come up with the, you know, what's the song about? And then how do I want to portray that to the world, right? So like the vision itself, that has to be super clear and it has to be good. So if you've been following along, you know my song, SorryMsJack, I've done a lot of world building around sort of this goalkeeper concept, and there's been a lot of like football inspired shoots we've been doing. So the vision I had for this was taking that, just expanding that concept, and I wanted to do it on this really cool rooftop that we found called The Ground. And I had this idea of bringing out some female footballers to sort of help orchestrate a very cool visual in the city, highlighting women's football while also telling the story about, you know, what the song is about, right? So the vision was pretty clear. The song is good, it's been proven, the reception's been great, and the concept is proven. It's also been well received. The next thing is direction, right? So after you have a clear vision, then it's like clear direction. And when I mean direction, I mean like, how are you directing your team? If you don't have a team, you gotta have direction for yourself. So I don't have a large team, but we do have, like, I do have videographer, I have, you know, a couple people that come assist on the shoots, and then of course the talent. And like, I gotta be able to give super clear direction to all of them to make sure that they know exactly what I'm trying to execute so that they can execute it to the level in which I have in my head. So being able to clearly articulate that, I think, comes with like storyboarding, reference shots. You know, I'm looking at photography references, I'm looking at videography references, other music videos, campaigns, whatever. It can come from anything, but I got to be able to clearly direct them so they know what I'm going for, right? So vision and direction. And then the last one is really taste. And this is the one that I think maybe makes or breaks probably most bodies of work out there. This is one of those things that just takes experience. It takes, I mean, some people innately have it, and then others, I think you have to sort of, you just got to get the reps in, and you got to be around long enough to understand what the standard or taste level you're trying to step into, what's considered high level, right? So the taste level of the vision and the taste level of all the references and things that you want to get clear in the direction, and then the taste level of your team and or yourself to actually execute it. Those are the 3 like things. And there's obviously there's lots of other things, but we're just going to talk about those 3 things for a second. Okay, so how do all 3 of those things come together to create something this fire for less than $1,000? Well, I'll tell you right now. Number 1, I make all the music here on my own. So I don't have like an engineer or a producer, like I'm doing it all here. So right out the gate, I'm saving a lot of money there. So I encourage you to like learning how to engineer, or at least record your own stuff and maybe mix your own stuff, because you'll save a lot of money. So I do all the music here in the studio. Then I come up with all the concepts, and anything that I need to go buy, I will go cop. So like all of the balls that you see in the video, purchase those. Those are just straight off of Amazon. The wardrobe that I'm wearing, I copped this jersey from this kid. He's got this really cool brand he started called Bant Skull. Literally found it at a like vintage, like a thrifting outdoor like flea market by the park over here in Brooklyn. And honestly, I don't remember how much I paid for it, but it was definitely less than $100. My camera crew, I'm not gonna tell you their rates, but it wasn't $100,000, okay? And then the talent came out because they wanted to support this thing and be part of this, right? And here's the thing, when you have such a compelling vision and like everyone is bought in on the narrative, the storytelling, like where you're trying to take this and what you're trying to amplify, and the music's good, then you get buy-in and people who believe in it. So I think that that's maybe where a lot of you probably struggle, is how many people are actually bought in on what you're trying to do. And if people aren't bought in, then you end up getting taxed way more. As a consultant, I 100% believe that everybody should get what their rate is. And on the flip side, when you work with people who believe in you, you'll be surprised at how much people actually want to help you or hook you up with certain networks or certain spaces that maybe they have access to that normally you'd have to pay for, but you don't have to because of the connect or what have you, right? I did pay for this space because it is not open to the public, but because of the connection, I was able to get in there on a short notice, and it was mutually beneficial for both sides the way that we orchestrated it. So clear vision and a compelling vision, I'm telling you, that's the most important thing you have to start with. If you don't have that, the rest of this kind of falls to shit. This is one of my favorite parts. This is kind of where like all the storytelling, the world building happens. So I'm gonna take you through my storyboard and show you exactly how I break all of that out. And what I like to use is called Milano. So let's switch over to that, and I'm gonna show you exactly what I do there. Okay, so I've used all sorts of platforms like this. Doesn't actually matter which one you use. I just find this one to be helpful for a lot of the people that I work with. But I've been on Miro, I've been on Figma, I've used all sorts of things. I think this is specific to managing a project with a bunch of different people, just giving them visibility, something easy to navigate. I like to use Milano. So this isn't like some paid advertisement, like I just fuck with the platform. So Milano essentially is a creative, it's really just a place to organize all your ideas on a visual board. So this is what my board for SorryMsJack looks like. And I've had multiple of them, but this one was what I put together for like everybody that was gonna be part of this. So I have like everything from, if you're just coming into the world and haven't been here, it's like I have like, here's the song so you can get familiar with like what we've done already to date. The lyrics for people to kind of get familiar with that, the location, which this is the ground location. And then styling for like the ladies that I wanted to have pull up. Everything that we've done for SorryMsJack has really been like a mix of sort of football and fashion coming together, right? So that I wanted to continue, but do it in a way that felt new for this ground concept. So I had the ladies styled in some, just some simple looks. I thought there's like things that would look really good on camera and in movement when I'm thinking about motion was really what I was thinking about. So anyways, we styled this in a really easy way. You'll see the video. And then here's where like the direction is so important. So here I'm looking at essentially the different shots that I wanted to get, and where I draw inspiration from my shots, they tend to come from various places. It's just like where my head is at in that time. But like some thoughts I had, for example, like this was one of the key shots in like from the beginning, the inception of this entire song and this project. I always thought Kayla and I were like bouncing ideas around, and I was like, I think it'd be cool to like be standing in the middle of a game happening. And while I haven't done an official full game happening, I did find this shot, and I always was like, yo, I want to like kind of recreate this in a way that feels authentic to me. So that is what literally inspired this shot that you're seeing here. We basically took this shot and turned it into a motion video. So you can 100% see how this inspired what actually came out in the video here. This is one of my favorite shots. Another idea that I came across this here. I thought this was sick. It was like this guy dribbling straight into a skateboard. And I was like, yo, it would be sick to have me dancing as a transition with someone dribbling. So we literally had the girls do the Maradona and this Maradona move, and then had me transition into dancing. So that's how this inspired this shot here, where you can see, you know, it goes from the girl into me dancing. So again, these are just like, you see how clear the image is in my head, and I'm able to find the references and then execute those in a way that feels new. Here's another favorite shot. Like, this was an old campaign that I came across and was like, yo, this is hard. I didn't want to do this as a video. So I found this and I did exactly that. But obviously we shot it how we wanted it. We did it with, you know, the city behind us and stuff. And you know, this shot is probably everybody's favorite shot. And this shot clearly was the inspiration for this shot here. So as you can see, like, it actually takes a lot of like in-depth explanation to the team to understand what the vision needs to be. There isn't just a, you know, it's not just a, oh, yo, let's, you know, sometimes you can go out there and have fun and just see what you come up with. But I often find that the best bodies of work are the ones that are where the pre-production and the planning is so crystal clear that when you get out there to go execute it, you bang it out and it like executes to the highest level that you had in your mind. So anyways, you can kind of see where a lot of the, you know, these shots just all really inspired where we went with it. And this is why I feel like you don't need $100,000. You just need clear vision, and you need very clear direction, because I was able to tell my team exactly what I needed. I was able to describe to the talent where I needed them to be. All of these things are like, honestly, so doable for anybody. I just think that not everybody has the patience to go and scrub photos online and videos and study and be a nerd about fucking like framing and angles and lighting. And, you know, these are like the real things that separate the people who are really about it and the people who aren't. Okay, so that's the storyboarding, right? So that's one part of the direction. The other thing is, like, I mentioned this earlier, but like, I found this location because I was in the trenches trying to figure out places to do really cool things that add to the vision that I already started. So that's how we came across the Ground. Shout out to the Ground. If you're a footballer in New York, gotta go peep that place. The place is super fire. But like, that was me going out of my way to make a connection, figure out how much it costs, if it costs anything, then figuring out how to orchestrate the timing in which we can get there and getting all the pieces together. So like, location scouting is a big part of this as well. And I do think that that's sometimes like, people feel like, oh, that's supposed to be a photographer's work. My motto in everything that I do is I'm trying to make everybody else's job as easy as possible. So I'm gonna do as much scouting, as much research, and lay this shit out so perfectly clear that there's no way that this is not going to execute how I want it to. Because at the end of the day, it's a reflection of me. Like, when I put the work out, it's a reflection of me. And I just feel like maybe there's a, I mean, I got a lot of people who are like, man, who's doing this or who's doing that? And I'm like, bro, I have been able to pull in the right pieces and they are fire with what they do. But the reason all this stuff actually executes the way it does is because it's the collaboration of vision and communicating like exactly what it is that I want to get across. So now, as you see, like, the journey of everything I've been putting out, it's like, this is kind of how I move, this is how I do it. So there's that. This last point around taste is just like, to me, the most important one, because all of those images that I chose as a reference point, it's just a reflection of my taste and what I'm into. But that doesn't happen unless I'm a geek about the art. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm not studying imagery as a creative director, studying different campaigns and like lighting and how all of these different things are being shot, what kind of cameras being used, what kind of lenses being used for this, that, and the third. Like, these are all things that I need to be able to communicate to my team. And then I need to have the taste level, not only to find the references, but then also to find the spaces that will uphold the taste I'm trying to achieve, right? And then I need to also find people who have the taste level to execute it. So we could have all the taste in the world, but if we hire a team who isn't, cut for executing that particular thing, then it's 9 times out of 10, it's gonna end up mid. It's not gonna be what you hoped it would be. So I would urge you to spend a lot more time on refining not just your taste, but then your ability to work with other people who can execute that taste. I think that's the thing that separates the greats. I think the Kendrick Lamars, the Tylers, the Tobys, the Pharrells, like the thing that separates all of them is their taste level and their ability to have it be shown through their work. Now, at the end of the day, like, the reason why I feel like all of this is so important is this. As an artist, as an independent artist especially, who doesn't maybe have a label team supporting them or has a limited budget, I just want to point out that you can achieve really fly shit for a very like budget-friendly cost. Like, I know people who are incredible artists, better rappers than me, better at like production, better whatever, but they don't know how to do all the stuff that I just said. Maybe vision isn't quite their thing, or branding isn't their thing, or communication to a team and directing an entire production, putting together the budget splits and understanding what it's gonna cost, putting the styling direction, finding the location, communicating the taste. Not everybody can do all of those things. I just want to kind of show you how it's possible to be that, how it's possible to save and maybe put that budget towards other resources that will help you execute this vision in a more compelling way. And then just making stuff that feels authentically you and like new and fresh. Like, you see a lot of the same stuff out there. And I think that when you can do it like this is where you can start to separate yourself from the masses. So anyways, with that said, one last announcement. Starting my EP, which I'm fucking hyped about. And I'll be building it in here. And I'm gonna bring you guys along for the journey. I'm gonna give you behind the scenes on exactly the way we just storyboarded this. I'm gonna show you my concepting, my thought process, and building out my world building and like the branding and the things that we're gonna pull together for the world, for the project, as well as production challenges I'm running into, how I'm recording this stuff, how I'm mixing stuff. I'm gonna literally just bring you guys along for the journey. So thanks for being here. I appreciate y'all. I hope you found this helpful. And until next time, peace.
Breathe, hold up. Ain't really worth my energy. Hold up. I ain't wasting no time. I tell a bitch, please.